Come on then. Come on an adventure. So in 2017, I came to Morocco for the first time, and that trip was quite special to me. So when Wheels of Morocco contacted me and said, hey mate, we've seen your videos, fancy coming down and coming riding with us through Morocco, through the mountains, through the desert, I obviously jumped at the chance. So this is Wheels of Morocco Challenging Roads. Day one of the Challenging Roads tour, and we are here at Wheels of Morocco. So what I want to do for this video anyway, not only do I want to show the adventure and all the nonsense like I normally do, but I thought I'd show you exactly what you can expect if you come on one of these tours. So when you turn up then, day one, you'll get picked up from the airport, you'll get met by Abdul, who's just here sorting out some kit, and it'll take you to your hotel, and it's a lovely hotel. I can't remember what it's called, the Palm Adam or something like that. There'll be a shot of it now. My man. I'm not actually staying there. I stayed on Greg's floor on the mattress, but you'll get a really nice hotel. But anyway, what we've done is the group have turned up. We all went out for a nice meal last night. And then this morning is the first day of the tour. Yesterday evening, we got a briefing at the hotel, so Greg went through all the rules of how we should ride together. He went through the route, he made sure everyone was okay and had all their kit and was good to go. And basically every day you'll get a brief of what you're doing that day, and then we'll head out. The plan for today is we're heading towards the High Atlas, and then from there we head south towards the desert. But just so I don't waffle on, here's an animation of exactly what's about to happen. The Challenging Roads Tour is the most off-road tour that Wheels of Morocco has to offer. Perfect if you're a rider like me that likes a challenge whilst getting covered in dirt and dust. This 9-day adventure covers 1,600 kilometres, around 50% of which are off-road, with routes that will make sure you burn off that couscous as you ride.
I think I'm too sleepy for this.
Now the reason I'd been invited down was to deliver some first aid training for the tour guides, which they all took very seriously. But whilst I was here, I'd used my gift of the gab to grab a place on a tour. The day before we left, the group I was joining was getting a bit of off-road refresher training. And although I'm a big believer that every day is a school day, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that I've pretty much completed picking up big bikes from the floor. Whilst the company owner Greg demonstrated the perfect technique, which some of the group nailed and some, yeah, I spent the day getting to know my new riding buddies before returning back to the accommodation to clean the dirt off my camera lens and get ready for day one. The tour starts early doors, so with a fleece over my riding jersey because it was bloody freezing, we left the workshop and headed for the Atlas Mountains. The cameras were rolling, obviously, and Greg had given me free rein to ride wherever I liked to get those awesome shots that you expect to see in an Ollie Moto adventure video. Greg, you're on camera, say hello!
Hello, again, I won't do anything stupid.
We left Marrakesh on our fleet of Yamaha T7s and some BMW things, and it wasn't long until we were riding through the amazing Moroccan scenery that I remembered. Day one is a steady start to slowly get you into the swing of things, and after an hour or so we pulled up at the roadside for the first of many coffee stops. I mean, tell the camera where we are.
Hello, we are in Tarmac.
I was straight onto the Moroccan mint tea, something that I'd been craving since my last trip, and Greg was straight onto throwing coffee all over the floor.
I'm a master. Master of disaster, actually.
The conversation was flowing, which meant it was time for me to jump straight into my role of being that annoying bloke with a camera, something this lot needed to quickly get used to. See my finger, Greg?
No blood, look.
Let's snap it out.
These lot are laughing. They're not used to watching someone just walk around talking to themselves all the time. You'll get used to it.
Trolling.
You'll get used to it.
You're going to ask me questions?
I'll ask you to interview you, Tim.
Interview me? Okay, go on.
First impressions?
First impressions, cold. I'm not meant to complain.
This is supposed to be a warm destination.
I'm not meant to complain.
We're supposed to be selling this to people.
Sorry. No, first impressions is lovely. So far, so good. Nice and light, easy.
Yeah.
No complaints, no fools. Everyone's happy. Aren't we? Are we happy?
First coffee within an hour, that's good.
First up within an hour, coffee break, petrol break, no complaints.
And I think we're heading
up there.
Up into these mountains next. Coffee stop's done. I was just about to put a jacket on and Greg said, don't put a jacket on mate, we're about to go off-road. So I think we're about to go off-road. The next couple of hours were due to be mainly trails, which was cool because we were only just outside of Marrakesh. As we'd been riding purely tarmac so far, we stopped for a quick pit stop to get the bikes correctly set up for the fun ahead. If tyre pressures are going down, that normally means something fun's about to happen. Abdul, what tyre pressures do you think he's got?
Metal 2.9.
That to say 25. I am freezing.
Give him a hand, Paul.
Although the first off-road of the tour, it isn't long before fairly easy trails get a bit more technical with drop-offs and everything. I was away in my own little happy place enjoying the views, but some fatigue must have been already setting in amongst the group as, up ahead, it wasn't all going exactly to plan. I mean, come on, just look at this scenery. Oh, we've got a faller. We've already had 3 crashes. And when I say crashes, they weren't anything major. 2 people have just slipped a bit in the light surface, and one of them decided to ride into Greg, our gallant leader, and knock them both off. But it was slow, but they were just riding a bit close. So what's really good about this, because I normally ride just by myself with some tools, is we have a support truck, and a support truck can fix things because they've got loads of tools.
An advice for your viewers, always have a big Russian guy in the group, okay, strong one, who can then stop. No, hey, where's the Russian guy?
We need a big...
Strong man. Well, you see. Dad's good.
Yamaha T7s have got nothing when it comes to a big, strong Russian. And we're off. Yes, Ollie, we were off into more off-road bliss with a couple of Yamahas forcefully bent back into shape. There was plenty of dirt to come, and after a pep talk from Greg, the group had promised that we wouldn't fall over again. Not once.
Look at that, isn't that superb? Smile, Ollie.
It's really windy, so Ladislav and I are hiding behind a big rock. He's taking some pictures of this view. It was now lunchtime, and after descending off the mountains, we made our way along the silky smooth asphalt into the local town for some well-deserved grub. So lunch stop number 1 today has been a little bit carnage. So I've lost count of how many people have fallen off their bikes. No big crashes, just normally lost footing in soft sand. It's been a pretty cool, well, it's been a really cool morning. I could be at home in the UK doing work, and instead I'm here, which is great. The latest drama is that someone, I'm not going to name Tim because I don't want to embarrass him. Martin, the guilty bastard. Someone has been riding with their rear brake on a brand new T7 and essentially set fire to the rear brakes. Greg is currently fixing that. I mean, he's still happy-ish, we can say. I'm getting a comme ça from behind the camera, but we're just gonna sit down and have some lunch in this beautiful place. I just walked across a bridge over a river to get here, which was nice, and then fill our bellies, guy. I think. Yeah, you don't want to be in the camera. He's shy. He's camera shy. He's camera shy. Whenever I film, he annoys me, but he won't be in it. Is that it? Is that all I get?
That's all you get. Yeah, you don't get. You pay more for script.
I'd been working hard all morning picking up bikes and was pretty hungry at this point. I'm starving, but I'm putting the film in first, see? Professional. After turning some meat and onions into energy, it was time for us to get ready for the next part of this adventure. So the plan now is to ride on some beautiful tarmac for a while, let everyone let their lunch settle on the roads. Greg, have we got any more off-road today? No more off-road? Mainly just beautiful Moroccan asphalt. We've just been given the green light to ride like hooligans. A guy is a road racer, so I'm going to try and hang on to his coattails. This will be the last time you see us. Say bye to whoever you want to say bye to.
Two road racers.
Famous last words, I don't be silly on the road. Shall we see what it shows next?
Well, yeah.
The lot is very successful with it.
That should be for the, that's to do with what they call meniscus, which is the,
Oh,
this is
skills.
This is bone on bone.
Two-man.
Yeah, you see the puddle down there though.
They call this Berber Whisky. In the UK we drink a lot of tea, so... Cheers! 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 Cheers everybody! Cheers! Cheers! That's good tea. Very fresh. So far, day one has been a good mix of working hard on the trails with well-earned recovery on the tarmac, and plentiful but non-intrusive coffee stops to keep everyone moving. We had a few miles of blasting through the country left to get to our hotel, where no doubt we would regale our heroic stories while sipping on some sweet, sweet amber nectar.
I think it's a beer, isn't it? No? Thank you, Greg. That was a bloody nice route. Loved it.
We've arrived at the end of day one. Now I know I've got a limited vocabulary. I'm no Susie Dent, and I've probably said, oh, this is awesome or this is epic millions of times, but that's because I mean it. This is awesome, this is epic, this is amazing. The Wheels Morocco tradition is when you arrive at the hotel, instead of everybody bomb bursting and going to their rooms and having a shower, we have what Greg calls a stiefel beer. Greg, stiefel beer? Stiefel beer, it means boot beer. So whilst you're all in your riding gear, we have a beer and then we do what we need to do. So if you look up here, ici.
And if you have an Ollie Moto hat, you get free beer.
There's the main man himself.
Am I the only one to have one?
You're the only one. That's the only hat. That's the world's only Ollie Moto hat.
So the word's only free beer.
That's it, just the one. Right, I'm getting my Stiefel beer. I think I've just dropped a glove in some water. I'll go find it in a minute. What a day. What a day. Oh, I'm not cool enough. I'm not cool enough. I can't do it with one hand. There we go. There we go. He did it. Not bad. First stop. Robbie just said, whoever crashes the most has to sleep in that cave. Robbie, just show us your phone. Can you see the cracks? I think you should sleep in the cave.
Okay, definitely me. Bye bye. Good night.
That cave we pointed out earlier, there's a guy sat in it, and one of the guys said, so does that guy live in the cave? And the owner said, no, he's just stealing the Wi-Fi. This guy. So in Morocco, if you need Wi-Fi, number one, dig a cave. Number two, make sure that cave's near a hotel that's got Wi-Fi. This was the first ever guided tour I'd been on, and I was quickly learning that having guides means you just get to leave the guides to do tour guide stuff like fixing motorcycles in poor light, while you just enjoy yourself in an evening. Whilst the guides did guide stuff, I joined the team for tagine, a Moroccan staple, and after a pleasant evening being mesmerised by Paul's jazzy pink shirt, we retired to our rooms to get some rest in preparation for day two. Abdul, the pressure's good.
You are helpful, man. Thank.
You sound like you are joking.
I see it and I mean it. Thank you. You are helpful.
See, I'm helpful. trying to be helpful. The start of day 2, and today is the desert day. So we're near Ouarzazate at the moment. Today is the longest day in terms of time, not so much distance, but we're doing 300 and something kilometers. A lot of it's going to be off-road. We're going to start with some quite technical off-road, and then there's some nice tarmac and bits and bobs, as you always find in Morocco. And then towards the end is the hardest bit of the day, because we'll be riding through the desert and into the desert and then camping in the desert. So it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. See the bikes, we're just getting them ready. The guys Abdul and Amin, they check over the bikes every day and make sure the tyre pressures are suitable for, you know, whatever terrain you're going to be doing. We've got a couple of injuries. So Ladislav's got a poorly ankle and Paul's hurt his shoulder. So as the medic, I'll keep an eye on that, but I think they'll be okay. And if not, we'll try and find an alternative route, I suppose. It's going to be a good day.
Morning, Ollie.
Morning, Paul. Here he is, looking strong. Tyre pressures complete, it was time to head into the remote desert, which was a bit of a shock to the system because I wasn't fully awake at this point. It's not just about the riding, there's been a fair bit of sightseeing. So this Casbah just here, this is where movies like, if you've seen Kingdom of Heaven, with Orlando Bloom, or Babel with, or Babel, however you say it, Babel with Brad Pitt. That's where that was filmed. And you can see why, because it looks just beautiful. As promised, the trails fell straight into the technical category, which was a clear indication to me that I was going to enjoy today. So what's really cool is that Greg will stop the group quite often. He rides forwards, gets his camera out, and then we all ride past to get some good shots. And that's exactly what's happening now. I don't know if you can see him. He's just up here somewhere. Let's go. You having fun, Guy?
I am actually.
I am actually. You sound surprised.
To be honest, I woke up at about 6 o'clock feeling a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
What would that word technical? I didn't like the word technical.
Yeah.
Didn't we say we've got to cross a riverbed? This one's
Well, hang on, that might not be the riverbed. Greg had mentioned to me that this part of Morocco is where a lot of Hollywood movies are filmed, and in the distance I could see some castle-like structures. After following Greg off-piste, which was a right laugh,
Now, freestyle.
we soon arrived at said structures and I recognised them from the TV. Or so I thought.
Daenerys Targaryen demands you open the gates.
Holy balls. Okay, apparently I got the wrong film. Well, I sort of got the wrong film. So this was also used in Kingdom of Heaven. It is quite impressive, just placed in the middle of the desert. The reason I said I sort of got the wrong film is because they did film Game of Thrones, so on the other side of this, so it must look a bit different. And apparently on the inside is where Castle Stark is all filmed from Game of Thrones. So I'm just gonna go knock on the door, see if they let me in. I'm being told I have to kick the walls. Right, so it looks like rock. It is. That's rock. Oh no. This is soft. Why couldn't they get in Kingdom of Heaven? It's made of polystyrene. Should we go and see if they let us in? Come on.
The only way to get in is to actually, you just smash your way through the wall, apparently.
Hello, please. Please.
This is what castles actually look like, really in real life.
Yeah.
Really.
I mean, even though it's fake, it's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is
yeah.
impressive.
And there's also a huge...
Do you know what it's called?
Ah, I did
Come
know.
on, soldier.
Trebuchet, that's it.
Trebuchet, I think. Yeah.
Trebuchet. Omelette du fromage.
That's it.
This place is just one big film set. So over there in the distance, you can just about see it. There's another movie set, and apparently that's where they shot Prison Break Series 5, which was set in Mexico or somewhere in South America. So they're lying to us, people. I'm not happy. But we're just about to go to the other side, which is Game of Thrones. Look, he got in. Orlando Bloom, you just needed a truck. Before leaving, we went to explore
The inner workings of a film set.
and then hit the road again, but not before Tim made this sound. We'd had a good stint in the saddle where a couple of us had started playing silly buggers to pass the time, and then we arrived at a small town for a quick break. On my adventures, I like to chat to the locals, and having noticed some children ahead playing at the side of the road, I thought now would be a good time to stop and practice some of my GCSE French.
High five. Hey. Hey.
I got a B, by the way.
Hey. Come. Oh, careful. We're trying to get the kids to sit on the bike for a photo, but they're too scared. Asseyez-vous.
Oui, oui.
Yalla. C'est. Ouais.
Hey. Comment tu t'appelles?
Je m'appelle Mohamed.
Ah, nice to meet you. Little dude. When you travel, you have to speak to the locals. Don't just drive through like an idiot. Take the time to speak to people.
Later that day, I found myself in familiar territory, so pulled over to take a comparison photo to see just how much had changed since 2017. And once that was done, I caught back up to the group because Greg told us he had a photo stop of his own that I really shouldn't miss.
Well, this isn't something that you do every day. Got another photo stop, but I don't mind because the scenery, yet again, is incredible. It's finally warm, finally.
No, sunshine. Sunshine in paradise.
Where is the beach?
So I'm riding the GS, and I'm disappointed because we've not found a Starbucks yet. But don't worry, I've come prepared for this occasion. Brought my own mug, didn't I? Perfection. One-handed pouring perfection. This is what riding the GS is all about. After the drinks, we got served some dead animals to keep us charged for the road ahead. Well, for all except Ladislav, of course. Ladislav's a vegetarian, although you wouldn't know it to look at him. He looks like he eats cows, goats, horses,
Camel cheese.
bulls, whatever he can get his hand on. Not bulls, not bulls, bulls.
Bulls.
Hello, TV, and you're welcome in Zagora. Welcome.
We made our way out of Zagora and towards the desert. Although conditions were perfect, as they say, Paul's shoulder condition had deteriorated, so before we got stuck in, we stopped to see if he would be joining us or not.
See you later, mate.
Tell them what happened here. Have fun.
And that, my friends, we did. Although pretty tough riding, this bit of the tour is my favourite bit so far. It ticks all the boxes: challenging riding, remote and beautiful scenery, and I knew that the best bit was still to come.
Tomorrow we're gonna have this scenery for the whole day. Empty spaces, no shade, sand, rocks, gravel, real fun.
The deeper we got into the dunes, the deeper the sand got, which, of course, resulted in muchos chaos.
Three bikes have been stuck in 2 minutes. Greg's just telling us how to ride the dunes, and we're just here, by the way. We have 150 kilometers of this. I'm riding a fucking 1250 GS. Greg just said to me, Ollie, you coming down that dune? Yeah, I am. Okay, mate, wait, because I'm going to film you. I've been in the sand once before in my life. Why am I suddenly some sort of expert? What you're probably learning that if you're the filmmaker, you get out of heavy duties because you've got to film it. So I can't be called lazy, can I? Come on, Ollie! Salam!
The day was complete. We sat down to chill out and share our experiences, model a few awesome hats, and grab some important advice from our fearless leader.
Do you know what hurts?
Snakes.
Camel spiders.
Stand there, Greg, on. See you dancing. Dance.
I can't dance.
Ah, he's getting shy.
I'm not getting shy.
You always dance on
I
the bike.
dance on the motorbike, not here for like the...
It's probably the best party in the middle of the Sahara Desert right now, so can't complain. The longest day was now coming to an end. As darkness fell in our remote campsite, we sat down to take yet another deep dive into the Moroccan tagine cuisine. Once that was done, all that was left was to take up positions around the campfire, sing some songs and drink copious amounts of fermented refreshments, then hit the hay to mentally prep ourselves for the challenge that we would face in the morrow. A full day of off-road riding in the Sahara Desert.